If you've ever been her best friend and it's killing you inside, mate, I've been there for over a year. I'm going to tell you the mistakes I made and exactly how I got out of it. Right, so I need to take you back. Back in the day, I was a young boy, fresh in high school. It was probably like the second year of high school, so I was probably only about 13, 14, but that's irrelevant. Love is love, and you'll know that it feels exactly the same when your heart's broken. If you're 13, 15, 16, or whatever age you are now, it's all the same. And if anything, because you've done it less, it can hurt even more. So this girl caught my eye. I basically had a big crush, right? I really liked her, and one thing led to another, and I started talking to her within this friendship group. Somehow I managed to weave my way in, and there was probably like about 3 or 4 of us, but I actually can't remember who was in it, only her, to be honest with you. But there was a few of us from time to time. Of course, I never told her that I fancied her. I'd probably flirt. My way of flirting anyway, it would be like, laughing, joking as you do as young boys. But what happened is I grew really close to her, and she grew really close to me. But it was as a friend, and this was across a year. And the thing is, what it was is it's almost like a bit of a friendship trap that you end up getting lured into. There's almost like about a month or 2, maybe up to like 3 or 4 months, where you can obviously get to know a girl, but at some point there needs to be some moves happening. And by moves, I mean just ask her out for a date or something that doesn't really seem friend-like. It's not something you'd ask your friend. And pretty much I became so close, I was literally probably her best friend. It spanned over about a year, I'll be honest, and we would FaceTime every single night. Literally got home from school, FaceTime. We'd even fall asleep together on FaceTime. And when I think about it, it's actually quite cute, really. We'd just talk about our days, talk about any gossip, talk about her boy problems. And this is where the problem starts coming along, because you can be best friends so much, and it's great because you get to be with them. You're important to them. They're important to you. It's just perfect. But what will start happening after a few months, besides from the frustration, of course, because I was young, I wasn't sexually frustrated like you would do now. Nowadays, of course, you'd even you get a bit older, you want to start making some moves after a year. Either way, whatever it is back then, holding hands, maybe a little peck. It's romance, and that just wasn't there at all. And I think the real breaking point was when she started speaking about other boys, and then that's when it's like, it hurts. Maybe the boy actually has some balls and starts making some moves and says, go on a date with me, do this. That's when you'll feel pain like no other. It's horrible. When you don't know what you're doing wrong, you just think they're being horrible. You think the world just hates you. Like, you're putting all this time and effort into this woman. You probably brought her loads of things. Wow, who knows what I brought her? I probably spent all my pocket money on energy drinks and all sorts. Bear in mind, you think I'm speaking about school days. You can skip 50 years and the exact same things will happen. And men will be paying for new kitchens, cars, holidays, Birkin bags. I don't even really know what a Birkin bag is, but bags, you name it, right? And they'll still be thinking the same thing. So it's all universal, trust me. And still, you might have a woman and they'll start speaking about some other guy, and it hurts deep. That same feeling, it's horrible. This is where the smartest decision came ever for me, and I'm so grateful for my little young self for doing this. And it was to simply learn about relationships. No one does it, but maybe some people search something on TikTok and be like, oh, what should I do? Or ask a friend. If you ask your friends for advice, I mean, do your friends have the type of relationship that you desire? Do your parents have the relationship that you desire? If not, you're listening to them for advice, and the advice is to have a relationship just like they have themselves. Just think about that. So I happen to stumble across videos on YouTube like this. I mean, not particularly like this, because I'm not going into too much detail on like strategies and techniques to get out the friend zone as such, other than just to kind of learn. I'll tell you what I did in this scenario though. I did start learning, and I would like to do more videos on this in the future, but I started setting my intentions clear. You know, sucking it up. For the big one for me was the confidence to walk away, and that did wonders for me, because it was simply being able to say, look, blah blah blah, I'm not going to say their name, I really romantically like you. Of course you're not going to say it like that. When we were kids, it was probably more like, I fancy you, I want to be your girl. I don't want to be your girlfriend, I want to be your boyfriend. I fancy you, I want to be your boyfriend. I'm not interested in any friendship. I love our friendship, it's been really nice, but I want more. And if you can't give me that, then I'm going to have to walk along and find someone else that will be my girlfriend. But it's way easier said than done. But I managed to do it. Of course it was hard, and I probably did cheat a little bit in the sense of I might have messaged here and there, but all in all, I managed to keep cool and said no. Turns out, within literally a month, I was with her. She was my girlfriend. Once I got her, I'll be honest, I stuck with her for like 2 months and we broke up because I just didn't know what to do from then. I think what the main problem was, I didn't actually make any moves or anything. I didn't take her out for any dates. I didn't hold her hand. I didn't know what to do. I got myself a girlfriend. I got my dream crush because I followed a YouTube video on how to get out the friend zone, which pretty much was what I've just told you. And then bang, I got the girl, but I didn't know where to go from there. I was still my normal young self that was clueless. But then that got me learning more. I was like, well, what went wrong? Like, it put trust in learning then. I was like, wow, I've learned how to get a girl. Now I just need to learn how to keep them and have fun with them. Because that's what relationships about. It's having fun, enjoying this beautiful world that we're on, because this world is made for two at the end of the day. If you're going to take anything away from this video, it's learn about relationships. You've clearly clicked on this video because you're having some issues with some friendship zones. If she's actually got a like for you deep down, there's a very good chance that you could turn that around. Trust me. And look, if she happens to walk away and she doesn't, then you've done yourself a favour, because spending time with her in the friendship zone isn't going to benefit you anyway. You could be out there with a different, beautiful woman, even better. Trust me, they're out there. Another bus comes every 15 minutes with a beautiful girl on them, and you know, you may even have the whole bus full of beautiful women. Anyway, that's enough. I'm going a bit mad. Good night, everyone. If you give me a sub, of course I'd like a sub because it helps me out, but I'm also going to be on your feed a lot more. I'm going to be recommended a lot more, which is going to help you out a lot. And I'm dedicated to that. I'm not going to give you any BS, like I said. It's going to be purely to help you in relationships and make life better, man. Cool. I'll see you later. Have a good one.